Good morning, good people. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. A lot of people have so many questions. A lot of people really don't know what's going on, to the extent that people are sending us emails, people from popular Zimbabwean journalists and the general public who wants to know from us whether indeed fresh elections are on in Zimbabwe or not. And one such is a top Zimbabwean investigative journalist, Wopo Chingono, who usually prefers to report his own opinions as news. We wanted to be clear that this is not a this is not an attack on the person or of the celebrated investigative journalism guru. We do think there is a lesson here for prominent Zimbabwe media house and perhaps the general public. We can repeat that fresh elections are very much on in Zimbabwe. We get this from our sources within SADC, and this is supposed by the situation on the ground, which sees SADC hard on their SEOM report on Zimbabwe election, which is expressly say the past elections in Zimbabwe fell short for the revised SADC guidelines principles of a democratic election, and all that automatically spells fresh elections in Zimbabwe. That's why ZANU-PF is campaigning, guys. That's why ZANU-PF is campaigning. I don't know why people doubt that there are elections coming, while ZANU-PF itself is campaigning. ZANU-PF is actually campaigning, and the people are saying there are no elections. Why are they campaigning just after elections, as soon as after elections? They want to be with the people. They want people to think that they haven't forgotten them, so that when elections are now being said, elections, let's do rerun, people support ZANU-PF, but they are not telling people that elections are coming. Why? I don't know the reason behind that. I don't know why they're hiding it from Zimbabweans. They don't. I really don't know the game they are playing. But elections are actually coming this year. But there is a problem now. Top Zimbabwean media houses and journalists have taken this position where they sit back and relax and wait for SADC to give them official news. That, to an untrained mind, appears to be the correct position to take. But this is not the correct position to take if information your country desperately needs is not coming. If nothing is coming, then come on. You are Wopo Chingono, a celebrated Zimbabwe investigative journalist. Get SADC talking to you. You have the pass to do that. You have the pass to do that. What we are saying here is Zimbabwe media house, including even Wopo Chingono, the best journalist, should be reporting to the people of Zimbabwe and the world that what they are getting from SADC, not their opinions. Millions of lives in Zimbabwe depend on this. Plainly, Chingono and the other publications in Zimbabwe, like ZBC even, should be reporting to the people of Zimbabwe that SADC is saying there are no fresh elections coming in Zimbabwe. But the fact that they have not approached SADC and are relying on our reports here simply means they are reporting to the people of Zimbabwe their own opinions on the Zimbabwe political arena and what they think will happen. That's why we always say these people, some of them work hand in hand with ZANU-PF, and you really don't know that. And when we tell you that SADC is saying elections are coming, you are saying, yo, SADC said they don't have that power. SADC have that power. Zimbabwe is a SADC member state. It is governed by the SADC rules. So, you people, I really don't understand why don't you just wait for the elections and believe and have faith that things will turn around? What do you think? Why do you think Chamisa is saying there's no 2028? The Zimbabwe media never cease to amaze us. Soon after the serious flawed Zimbabwe election held in August last year, our sources within SADC told us that SADC was going to take action. There would be a SADC extraordinary summit of heads of states and government on Zimbabwe, and we reported as such, and you can today refer to our September reports, So all Zimbabwe media houses, including Hopo Chingonwe, had started singing from the same hymn book ZANU-PF was singing. George Charamba and the presidential spokesperson for Emerson Mnangagwa responded to our report. There will be no SADC summit on Zimbabwe, for God's sake. SADC is us and we are SADC. Hopo Chingono did say that he is still saying today that the people of Zimbabwe will see another election in 2028. He said nothing was happening in SADC. There was going to be no summit on Zimbabwe as SADC sided with Mnangagwa. But as we reported in September, the SADC summit on Zimbabwe was held on October 31 and in November 4 in Launda, Angola. We got all the information from our sources within SADC, and we are still working with today. So don't listen to these charlatans, the demagogues, the Hopo Chingonos and ZBC. Why do Zimbabwean media houses and journalists behave like they are benefiting from the ZANU-PF regime? Strange on the people of Zimbabwe, if they don't make some noise on the illegitimacy in Harare brought about by the flawed electoral process in August last year, who will? Why have they not approached SADC and get information that will help the people of Zimbabwe? Why have they taken the position that makes ZANU-PF comfortable? Why haven't they used their passports as journalists to crowd SADC and force the regional bloc to give the people of Zimbabwe what they need? Why are they not fighting for the people of Zimbabwe? Strangely, we see SADC working tirelessly on their SEOM report on Zimbabwe elections to resolve the political crisis in Zimbabwe, brought about by the past flawed electoral process, but the Zimbabwe media house are standing in the way. Food for thought. So tell us what you think in the comment section about this issue. A lot is going on in the background, and just because these famous journalists and media houses are not publishing this and are not telling you this doesn't mean it's not going on. Maybe these people or these media houses are benefiting from ZANU-PF. Why are they keep on saying that you see elections in Zimbabwe in 2028? While the SADC is tirelessly working on their SEOM report on Zimbabwe, while the EU is pressuring SADC right now as we speak. EU is planning to cut the money they are funding to SADC if SADC doesn't do what they promised to do for the people of Zimbabwe. Change is coming. That's why you see Chamisa is quiet. He knows he doesn't want to rush things. He wants to follow step by step. He knows what's going on in the background. He knows what's going on. That's why you see him quiet in the streets of politics. So tell us what you think in the comment section about this. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you on the next video.